All right, all right, all right. What's good? What's good? What's good? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hope you guys had a wonderful evening last night. Got some questions for y'all. We're not going to do a real live, long live stream. So if you guys want to jump on, man, you guys can jump on pretty early because I got to take my dad somewhere. What's going on, David Howard? Kentrell LeGrew said, "How you feel about Ryan Rowley fighting for the WBC for the belt at 147 for non-championship fight already?" I think that shit's hilarious because they're going to force Ryan Garcia to fight Jaron Ennis. They're going to force Jaron. Basically, they're going to force Jaron Ennis to fight Ryan Garcia because they haven't consolidated. They also have a consolidation of belts, which is bizarre. Like, why would you give him the belt just to consolidate the belt and get rid of the belt? But yeah, that's what they're doing, man. It's wild, man. What's up, Gabe Toss? How you feeling today, man? Von Wise in the building. What's going on, man? Yeah. So, has anybody heard anything about Gervonta Davis's fight being delayed? I could have swore I have not heard anything about that, but yet I wake up this morning and people are telling me that Gervonta Davis's fight is delayed. Surprise, surprise, surprise. What's up, sack of shit? What's going on, sack of shit? How you feeling this morning? Nobody should be surprised by that rumor. If it's actually delayed, that's going to be something else. But, you know, if it gets delayed, it's going to be because the PBC's running out of money. You know? Terrell W., what's going on, man? How you feel? Rich L in the building. What's up, man? So will Haney and Wright's fights be off? No. Why would Haney's fight be off and Ryan fight be off? No. Oh, yeah, hell yeah. Hell, I'm sorry. So, yeah, Haney and Ryan, that's a done deal, bro. That's a good, yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen. Devin Haney loses. Devin Haney's not going to get his get back. Devin's going to have to sit on that ass whooping. Apparently. Eomaniac said, nope, I haven't heard about any delays. Ryan says Dev doesn't deserve a rematch. Hell no, he sued him. Pull out Bandit. Why would you? He shouldn't give him a rematch. The guy sued him. They sued him. Yeah, I did, Phoenix Assassin. I saw that. I absolutely did see that. I saw that. Amazing. Rolly Romero gets more championship shots at the WBA belt. I used to think it was only the British fighters that would get that. Rolly Romero's, this is his third opportunity to win a world title. And now he got a title shot at 135, got a WBA title shot at 140, now he's getting a WBA title shot at 147. Man, how hilarious would it be if Rolly Romero beat Ryan Garcia and Jaron Ennis had to fight Rolly Romero? Man, the WBA is funny, man. Yeah, it's Ryan's first title shot too. Hey, that's good for him though. Ryan deserves a title shot for the way he whooped Devin's ass. The way he whooped Devin's ass, he deserves a shot, man. You know what I mean? He deserves a shot for the sake of that. Rolly and Cambosis, they're both pawns. Yeah. Hey, you know what though, man? I kind of, yeah. They're both very entertaining though. They are very, very entertaining, I would say. Double in the building. What's up, man? Legacy remains. Everything else fades. What's going on? Legacy remains and everything else fades. Creole the Traveler. Ryan gonna whoop dude. Yes. You see they ordered Boots to fight for nine. Yeah. They ordered him to fight what's this guy's name? Hold on. What is his name? Chakram Giyusov or something like that. Martin, did you spend any time in Benton Park? Not that I know of. I don't recall of a Benton Park. Where's Benton Park? Yeah, they ordered Boots to fight the mandatory. Yeah, they ordered Boots to fight the mandatory as a super champion. It is what it is, man. They're gonna play some games, man. They gave him step aside. They got 120 days to reach a deal if I correct. Oh, Benton? What side? Where's Benton, Illinois? Benton? Why doesn't that sound familiar? Benton. Okay. Yeah. When I say like Benton, that's South, man. Benton, you talking about Benton, Illinois? Benton, Illinois is way down south. That's like Benton is southern Illinois. Bensonville. Okay, Bensonville. Yeah, Bensonville. But Benton is like way down south. What up, everything? Healthy said the greatest. Yes, sir. Man, there's a Benton, Arkansas. Yeah, I don't know any Benton near Chicago. There's a Benton south of, I just looked. There's Benton, Illinois, which is south, which is far way south. Way south. Bensonville, yeah, I know of a Bensonville. Bensonville, yeah, I know of Bensonville. I still have to look up where it was, where Bensonville is. I think it's north too. Yeah, where's Bensonville? Yeah, Bensonville is near Wood. Oh, hell yeah, that's where I was up by that. Yeah, by Wooddale. Okay. Yeah, that's closer down by me. Bensonville. Bensonville is west. Come on, man. What up, man? Did you get my email about Gary Antoine Boots getting mandatory challenges? I got the Boots. I didn't get the Gary Antoine. Boots has 2 fights. Gaziab, then Rolly Ryan. Yes, I did see that. WBA left Bibble alone. Sent you emails on Chavez Jr. talking Jake Paul. Thank you, Kamal. I'm definitely going to get it, man. I'll definitely get it. My son says he has seen you there several times, that you are really cool in person. Oh, in Benson. Oh, saw me in Bensonville? Oh, that's what's up. Oh, for now, you thinking of Brighton Park. Nah, I mean, MH. That's somebody else is doing it. Glassov is going to be a homecoming fight for Eddie, the Eddie spoke of. Okay. Come on, Oz. Yeah, no, I don't. I appreciate if somebody said I was cool in person. I try to be, you know. That's the easiest way not to get your wig split. Yeah, is being nice to people. And not just, vacillating between the two of them. But anyway, so let's talk about that. Boots and Gary Antoine Russell getting mandatory challengers. I don't know who Boots' mandatory challenger is, though. I mean, I don't know who Gary Antoine is. Let me look at the email. Oh, yeah, I see it now. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I don't know I don't see where you said who the No, the Japanese dude is fighting Brian Norman. I saw that fight was made. That Brian Sinsisu or whatever his name is. Anyway, here's the link. Y'all can come up here and tell me about it. Because I'm only going to be on here for like an hour, and maybe really, I can only really be on here like another hour and 15 minutes. What up, Wig Split? Let me put this link in here in case y'all want to jump on. Boxing is really slow. I'm glad we got that fight coming up this weekend, though. Hey, who do you guys have in the Chris Eubank fight with what is it, Nigel, Chris Eubank and Conor Benn? Yeah, Conor Benn. That's the name I was looking for. Conor Benn. Who you guys got it? Oh, Gary Watson is fighting the Japanese guy who KO'd Sasaki. Oh, okay. Oh, all right. So let me look at that. Give me a second. Oh, yeah. All right, got you, brother. Okay. Andy Hiroka. Is he Japanese? Jin Sasaki. Yeah, I don't know who that guy is. Hiroki is. Is he from Japan? And now Andy Hiroka. All right, cool. I had never heard of him. I'll go check him out. I'll make sure I check him out. Connor Hen. I didn't say Connor Hen. I said Connor Ben, man. Oh, with the eggs. How he slapped his ass upside the head with them eggs. Man, I'm looking forward to that fight. I'm gonna pay for that fight. I'm gonna watch that fight. I think I must have paid for the zone already this year because they ain't cut me off, even though I have not. I didn't renew it. WBA made Boots its super champion have 2 mandatory back to back. Yeah, that's funny because I didn't think the super champion had mandatories. 6-foot Japanese. Oh Lord, they're throwing him in there with a 6-foot Japanese fighter. Gary Antoine going to knock his head clear off his shoulders though. $25 for the Eubank fight ain't bad at all. I don't mind. If $25, I don't want to pay. Okay, Andy is Japanese. Okay, cool. That's what's up. Who you got, Ben or the other guy? I got the other guy. I got Chris Eubank. Provided they let Bomac in the country. Because he looked real good he looked very good with Eubank. I mean, he looked really good. Eubank looked really good in his last fight. That comeback fight when he knocked out Liam Smith. When he knocked out Liam Smith, that was pretty good. He said Eubank is not with Bomac anymore. Unfortunately. Apparently his father is Ghanaian and it's from Ghana, and his mother is Japanese. Oh, okay, that's what's up. All right, we got a Negro Chinese dude. All right, that could be even more trouble. I was wondering where his name Andy came from, but then again, a lot of times Asians will not use their real name. And they'll give, and they'll take on an American name. What's up? Hey man, I'm chilling, love down. Gaither, what's up, man? That means he's he's ganja. Man, that's hilarious. So now I don't know anything about him, but look, I don't Hey man, Brandon Hooks, bro. Thank you so much, man. Big time supporting the channel from my guy Brandon Brooks. Said, crazy how Turkey puts on a show in America with American fighters and can't nobody see it. They have to be invited. Yeah, man. Dude, he pretty much he did a couple things that are whack. Number one, he put that fight on during Cinco de Mayo weekend where no fans can even go to it. And on top of it, you're sending Canelo Alverez to Saudi Arabia to fight. Come on, man. He blew the weekend. He did. He blew the weekend. He blew the weekend. That's some terrible ass. I don't know what the hell Turkey Al-Sheikh was thinking with that garbage, man. You have, man, there was going to be a bunch of people could have went to Mexico, could have went to Las Vegas like they do every year. The Canelo Alvarez fights, had some fun, been in an actual boxing match. Now they take it away from Vegas and they take Canelo and move Canelo into Saudi Arabia. And then they put a fight with a bunch of, are those all West Coast? No, I guess Tio's from New York. But whatever, man. Whatever the case is, that shit is whack as hell. There is no goddamn way on the planet, bro, that you should be having that fight should not even be available for people to see. So there's no travel going to New York this weekend. I mean, that weekend. It's just a terrible, terrible idea for American fans. I don't get how that's supposed to make boxing better by making a bunch of, he's not just mismatching fighters. He's like just tearing up the whole situation, man. You know what I mean? It's like, come on, man. This is supposed to be Mexican Independence Day. It's gonna be sorry, Mexico. You guys got to come out here to Saudi Arabia. Anyway, whatever, man. Wig Split says steroids are legal in Japan. Good luck to Brian Norman over there, going over there. I have no idea why there's such a hurry to go to Japan. But they got to do what they got to do, man. You know, people are going to run their career the way they feel like they got to run their career. Brian Norman's a world champion, and he got there working with his dad, and he ain't got his ass whooped yet. You know, so it is what it is. You know, he's actually looking really good. He got his championship, got a knockout in his first championship defense. Looking real solid, man, for Brian Norman right about now. So, hey, if they feel like they want to go out there and fight Jin Sasaki over there in Japan, I was clearly offered by Top Rank. You know, more power to him, man. I saw you, man. Thank you so much. I sent you the emails of Chavez Jr. talking about Jake Paul fight. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I see that. I do see that. I see that. Man, boxing is just so slow right now. I also saw the Charlos are back, man. Another picture of Jamal Charlo focused on fighting. I'm so happy to see Jamal Charlo back. To see him in that working again with Ronnie Shields. Happy about his return, man. Very happy about his return. I hope Turkey doesn't make more than 50K on both pay-per-view. Hey, I don't understand what they're doing. You know? I don't understand what they're doing, and honestly, I have to tell you, I don't think they understand what they're doing either. It's just a bunch of hodgepodge mess. But we will get the fights. And yeah, Jake Paul, let me go to this email real fast. Got you. Confident in his abilities and preparation, Chavez Jr. not only sees this fight as a triumphant return to the boxing spotlight, but as an opportunity to put an end to the social media phenomenon that is Jake Paul. The son of the legend has been clear. He intends to put the problem child in his place. Jake Paul doesn't know how to box. I'm not a YouTuber or a UFC fighter beating up old retirees. I'm a real former world champion, And on June 28th, I'm going to teach him what Mexican style is. Chavez Jr. said on social media. How does Chavez Jr. get to the fight against Jake Paul? In a car, I would guess. Dope. All right, man. I'm looking forward to this. So what date is that? That is June. You said it was July. I really must. June 28th. Got it. So June 28th. So about 8 weeks out. So great. Thank you so much, Kamal. Appreciate you, brother, for the direction. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Devin's going to make a statement and take back his spot at the top again. Mercury retrograde. Here's a link for you. Brandon, man, you be man, god dog, man. He's supporting the channel huge, bro. Thank you, man. Brandon Brooks said, I got Charlo over Plant. Plant struggles with fighters that have power and skills. What are your thoughts? I have to see Jamal Charlo back, to tell you the truth. I have to see him back. All right, Kamal, I got it. Thank you, brother. I have to see him back. I have to see him back because Charlo has never fought at that weight. And he's just never fought at that weight. He's fought at 160, but he's been inactive. He's been inactive. But I don't know, man. I think I might go with Charlo. I might take Charlo over Plant. I may take Charlo over Plant. I might take Charlo over Plant. Maybe. But my gut says Plant. But that's only because I've seen Plant fight at the weight class. And I really haven't seen Jamal Charlo fight. I haven't seen Jamal Charlo in his groove, really in a groove in a while. I mean, to be honest with you. So I really can't say, man. I really can't say. I just hope to see the fight. I would like to see Jamal. You know who I'd like to see fight? I hate that David Morrell is already up at 175, but I would like to have seen David Morrell versus Caleb Plant. For now, what's your picks on the 3 fights on the Ryan card? I've got Ryan, I have Devin, and I've got Barboza. I'm taking Barboza, man. I'm taking Barboza over Teofimo. I think Teofimo, I don't know how Teofimo's head is holding up, man. Teo is on one, bro. Teo fights to the level of his competition. So I don't know, man. I'm thinking I might take Barboza. But, really, I think it's safe to bet right down the line on Ryan, on Devin, and on Teo. I think so. I think they're probably all so, but the fact that you got 3 of them up there, somebody's gonna get upset. That's a chance. That's just a numbers thing that those guys are on that card. And those are 3 good fights. I think the closest one probably is Teo. I think what did Kamal say? I think Kamal said he thought the closest one was going to be the fight with Barboza and Teofimo Lopez. I got all A sides on that card. That's what's up. Pull up Bandit. Control said, "Ooh, I picked him to have the upset." Yeah, I like to see Bakram. There's Bakram Murtazaliev and Virgil Ortiz. People keep saying Boots, who's at 147, they're trying to dictate Boots' career. Yeah, people are really kind of obnoxious with that. What's going on, Josh Sanders? How you feeling? The winning team, KY. I think the upset will happen on the Nello Skull card. Man, I hope so. Man, I would love if Canelo Alverez lost. I would be laughing my ass off. It would be humorous to say the least. What up, Kamal? What's up, Kamal?
What's up, Fana? How you doing today?
Man, I'm good, brother. How are you, sir?
I'm doing well. So you did check your email. I sent you a bunch of different emails.
Yeah. I got to catch up on all of them, but I did. I do.
Yeah, definitely. I think Julio Cesar Chavez also said that he took the fight because he had to offer to fight KSI. I don't know if you know KSI. He's a Nigerian British guy.
Yeah.
So he said he took Jake Paul fight because Jake Paul beat Mike Tyson. So he said he's trying to avenge the Mike Tyson win by Jake Paul for boxing. But WBA, Fanon, really strange because they said they were getting rid of the secondary belts. And then they said their super champions didn't have mandatories. They let David Morrell Jr. be a secondary champion to Canelo, never ordered David Morrell Jr. to fight Canelo. As soon as David Morrell Jr. moves up to 175 to fight Benavidez, as a condition of that happening, they named David Morrell Jr.'s mandatory, Edgar Bumlanga, as Canelo's mandatory. And they said that Benavidez versus Morrell was a final eliminator and was the mandatory, not only for the WBC, but the WBA. So they didn't do any, WBA didn't do anything when it came to Beevil because they didn't name David Benavidez the mandatory challenger. Only the WBC did. And then they've essentially given Boots two mandatories back to back as a super champion. I mean, that's really weird to me. I don't get that.
Well, therefore, I think they're playing. We'll see. What are the mandatories you have? First
You
of
have
all,
Giasov.
Big Noop. Hey, phenomenal show with the $100 holler, brother. Thank you so much. He said,
Oh, wow. Fanon, you may not be on long, but it's going to be profitable today.
exactly, bro. I appreciate you, man. I'm struggling today. I can't lie.
I started
some
it.
haters, nigga.
You got to give me some credit for that. I was the one who sent the first super chat on Super Chat Wednesday.
I'm giving you credit, man. Come on. I owe you videos, I owe everything, bro, because you're just such a huge supporter of the channel, man. For real. I appreciate you, man. A lot.
You owe me that Canelo making excuses about Beevil, I'm
gonna make a real video out of that stuff. I'm gonna make I gotta make real video. I'm gonna make real videos out of the things that you're doing. Like not just me talking about it for a second, but actually put work in it. I think that because to cover those type of topics, I gotta actually put work in it.
Oh yeah, because that was pathetic by Canelo. It's like you're the A side, and you may have been injured. Floyd said that everybody goes into a fight injured to a certain degree, and you fight Bevo, and you could have canceled the fight, you could have postponed it, but you didn't. You went through with it, and then 3 years after the fact, you haven't rematched him. So I mean, it was just lame what he said. But you can watch the interview. I sent it to you. But yeah, the WBA doing Turkey's bidding because Bevo is associated with Turkey, so they didn't make Benavidez the mandatory like they promised they would for Bevo. So Beevil doesn't have any mandatory obligations under the WBA. WBC ordered that fight, ordered Benavidez the mandatory ahead of the IBF, which was next in line. So it's just really weird stuff because Jaron Boots Ennis as a super champion, technically the whole reason they were made the super champion so you wouldn't get bogged down with mandatories, and they let the secondary title list take on those mandatories. Then they said they're getting rid of the secondary titles, but then just as soon as Boots unifies, they ordered him to fight Giasov, which was fine because Giasov was Stanionis' mandatory, and he was paid step-aside money to allow that unification to happen. But then you named the Ryan Rowley winner as the second mandatory.
That's crazy.
That to me, that's crazy. And I sent you, Fanon, straight from the WBA's website. I sent you their press release where they said he has to fight, or the winner of Giasov Boots has to fight the winner of Ryan Rowley. That's in there on straight from their website.
I read that, man. That's crazy.
So Beevil can do whatever, I guess. The WBA didn't follow up with what they promised to the Benavidez Morrell Jr. winner. And then they can order Canelo to fight a hand-picked Bumlanga. And then Boots has to fight two mandatories back to back. Rumors are that Barrios is going to fight Pacquiao. So Barrios could win. That's a 50-50 fight. Barrios could win or Pacquiao could win. Boots really needs that especially if Pacquiao wins. If Boots can get that fight, and that'll be on the PBC. That'll be definitely on the PBC. That will be on the Amazon Prime show. That would be great for his career. So hopefully the WBA, to a certain degree, I get the Giasov mandatory because he was a pre-existing mandatory, and before Boots was fought and was named super champion. But WBA is just really inconsistent. They're just really flaky. They change their minds with these damn titles, and then with the obligatory mandatory things like that. With that, I'm out. Thank you for the time, Fanon. Bye.
All right, brother. Get back. Sophia. Are you a bot? A for real person? Are you a for real Sophia Daniel? I'm just here keeping it real. How come y'all ain't keeping it real on Canelo versus David the Monster the Mexican monster. You just out here typing, huh? You just decided you just gonna come on over here and just type any old thing that you already thought about before you got here. What is keeping it real on that? I mean, I don't know how real you can keep that. How much more real you can make it. Canelo doesn't want to fight David Benavidez. We are very, very pro David Benavidez on this channel. I'm trying to tell you. Very, very pro David Benavidez on this channel. Much more so pro David Benavidez than we are pro Canelo. You're not ever really going to hear anybody compliment. Unfortunately, you're never really going to hear anybody on this channel paying Canelo Alvarez a lot of compliments for the way he's been handling his business. So I don't know how we can keep it any more real than we've already kept it. Literally, people call Canelo Alvarez a duck 10 times a day on this channel. At least. I don't think there's been a live stream that I've had in the last 5 years where somebody did not call Canelo Alvarez a duck somewhere in the goddamn conversation. It's really that bad. And it was that way well before we were where we got now. You know what I mean? Man, phenomenal Newt, man. Thank you so much, phenomenal Newt, bro. I can't tell you, bro. Thank you. I can't tell you. Thank you. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you, man. Really. Yeah, Canelo, man, seriously. The idea that I don't keep it real on Canelo is kin to me not keeping it real on Shakur. I keep it real on Shakur. And honestly, y'all keep it real on Shakur too. It's just, go on and get your rest. Yeah, man, I'm about to wrap it. I'm about to go for a half hour though. I got to go for I'm going to do the half hour. I'm going to do the hour. Thank you, phenomenal show. I'm going to complete the hour though. Hey, thank you, man. Yeah, then I'm going to get some rest, sit down because man, I'm tired. Hey, Martin, did you just say Cascared? Did you just say Cascarlo? Hey, dog, that nigga, hey, I'm just trying to tell you. Boots' team is very loyal. I don't see them leaving Eddie when he helped them unify. I mean, hey, we'll see. If he's loyal, he's loyal. Good for him. That's a good thing to be, for sure. Why is Shakur using the Devin Haney playbook, framing people for ducks now? Who did he frame for a duck? I don't know. Yeah, Canelo's last 5 opponents have been ass for sure. What's up, Uncle Dre's finest? How you feeling, brother? Shout out to you, man. You dig? You dig? Last 5, yeah, Bivol was a good one. Bivol was a good opponent. He thought that was easy money though. I do believe Dimitri Bivol was a cherry pick gone wrong because he had already beat Sergey Kovalev. LeVar Aiken says Shakur Stevenson haters never keep it real on here. Let's put it this way. You're not going to hear a lot of compliments about Shakur. You're not going to hear a lot of compliments about Canelo. You're not going to hear a lot of compliments. You'll hear more compliments about Terrence Crawford. Even though I have to say that I think that Terrence Crawford, I think Terrence Crawford may be less popular now. I could be wrong. Pop News said, you think he will ever fight Bivol again? No. I do not think he's going to fight Bivol again because if he fights Bivol again, he's probably going to stop. I wouldn't be surprised if Bivol stopped Canelo. That's what I think. Yeah, no, I don't think. Canelo Alvarez isn't fighting at 175. He's fighting at 168. As long as he stays at 168, he doesn't have any problem. I'm going to tell you who I think Canelo will fight, though. I would not be surprised at all that if Jermall Charlo gets a Canelo fight. I wouldn't be surprised, man, if Jermall got that fight. I would not be surprised at all. Bud has terrible timing going to Club Shay Shay in the middle of rape allegations. What? He went to Club Shay Shay in the middle of rape allegations. Why are they so hardcore on this dude, man? Why? Shannon Sharp, dude. What is man? What's going on with Shannon Sharp, man? Dog. I'm telling you, man, y'all need to get married, bro. You need to get married, man. This dude out here hanging out there bad, man. The biggest thing on YouTube, one of the biggest things, one of the biggest social media presence in the world. And he's getting chopped, man. That's crazy. Yeah, exactly. Dog, you kind of horny, huh? You know what I'm saying? Shannon Sharp. What was his brother's name? Sterling Sharp. It's Shannon and Sterling. Yeah. Shannon, the sports P. Diddy, dog. I try to tell you, hey, man, that nigga wears his clothes too tight. Personal opinion is you can't never really trust anybody that wear their clothes too tight. Shannon has no excuse for messing around with 19-year-old OnlyFans model. That's ridiculous. Oh, wow. Fanon, Shannon out here paying for them young girls. Hey, man, why you got to pay? Why you got to pay, man? Why you got to pay? Come on, man. Somebody's supposed to get. Hey, you're famous. What you paying for? Oh, I know why you pay. You pay so they'll leave. You pay so they'll leave. Yeah. So who said that, man? You don't pay him to. You don't pay him to come. You pay him to leave. Shannon shouldn't have gone. Gave them ammo, especially how things going. And guess what? His lawyer is Tony Busby. Yeah, that's funny, man. You know. He said, I'm telling you, man, I thought he was funny when I saw them tight ass clothes, bro. When I saw them tight ass clothes, I was like, because he's showing off too much, man. He got all his personal business hanging all out. Like, bro, that's too much, man. My sisters were like, you just hating. I'm like, nah, bro. Nah, dog. You're not supposed to have all your bulges showing, nigga. Put a shirt on. Put a looser shirt on, bro. Put some looser pants on, man. Ain't nobody trying to see all that shit. Come on, man. Shannon Sharp out here tripping, man. Shannon Sharp out here tripping, man. But hey, you knew that was gonna go after him after that interview with Hey, for nine, it's them sparks. What's the sparks, man? Hey, look, all I know is his shit is entirely too tight. Your shit's way too tight, man. Way too tight. We need to go back to the 90s, bro. You know, Teofimo got to see Gary Russell or Hitchens first before he sees Boots or Crawford. Man, come on. Teo finna lose next, bro. Man, I actually got some energy for a second there talking about something other than boxing. You know what I mean? I actually had some fun, bro. But for real, never trust a nigga that wears his clothes too tight. I don't trust you, bro. Especially if you're a big ass, big ass Green Mile looking Negro like him. You know? Get the hey, dog. Dog, he's even got he does. He even does those he even does that shit. He said he clothes be tight like leggings. Hell yeah, bro. Like, come on, man. I'm not supposed to be able to see your quad. I'm not supposed to be able to see your quadriceps through your pants, bro. Okay? You know what I'm saying? If I can see see the splits in your quads through your pants, Negro, your shit's too tight. I'm telling you, that's what he looked like. Big ass Green Mile looking nigga standing up there interviewing people. Well, what you think is about this? hey, no, don't. He said, big burly female non-speaking mother. Well, hey, what you think about this? Oh, shit. Well, you're getting your freak on, ain't you? Man, big ass. He said, I tried to take it back, boss. I tried to take it back, boss, but I couldn't. Man. Hell yeah, bro. And his mannerisms, posture, accent. The hell no, he looked just like that nigga from the middle. Man, that's what he need to be wearing. Some big ass overalls, bro. And nigga need to be wearing some big ass overall. Boss, it hurts me so much, boss. Big ass nigga. Anyway, man, Shannon be acting like I'm just trying to say, nah, man. Of course he looks zesty, bro. Come on, man. It's Zest Fest over there. That's one of them movies I'll watch one time and never see it. I'll watch one time and never see it again. Oh man, said, dude, I saw the Green Milers. Man, let me tell you something, man. You want to hear some racist shit, bro? Start reading these boxing books and these goddamn authors, man. These people be so over the top with that shit. They just get to say whatever. You making the Toby voice? No, I'm doing the Shannon Sharp voice. That's what he sound like. But that's okay, man. Barboza schools Tio. Will he get the decision? Yes. I think he'll get the decision. I think Barboza will get the decision for real, for real. Hell yeah, like Tio had on. He need to walk around like that. Some shit like that. What's up, Thomas Hill? How you feeling, bro? How you feeling? On the real, though, man. I don't get what Turkey Al Sheik's doing, and I don't really care because all I know is Turkey Al Sheik is still shut up for the most part. And so I'm happy about that. Tio will crash out, in my opinion. It's a matter of time, bro, before he crashes out. I'm looking forward to this. I just want Devin to win, bro. For 9, it was really fun when Kevin Gates sat in front row of the Lakers game after he dogged his wife. Gates is wild for that shit. Hey, hold on, man. I got to see what Kevin Gates actually said, bro, about LeBron's wife. Hold on. Kevin Gates, LeBron James' wife comments. What did the Negro say? Oh, the warden of the jail. God dang. For what you call him, the Lord. I don't like the way Savannah. What? All right, let me look at this stupid shit. Truth hurts. And Brian, I love you. What'd he say? Why are you talking about his wife, bro? Following the rapper's criticism about the way his wife looks at her husband of 11 years. LeBron has only been married 11 years? Man, yeah. Niggas be trying to do crowd. That's very clout chasing. Yeah, she said she looks like Lamar Odom. He said that Savannah looks like Lamar Odom. 11 years seems way longer. Yeah, I mean, because he's got kids in his 20s. I guess they just didn't get married till later on or something like that. Whatever the case is, he had to marry her eventually. He said LeBron's wolf like Lamar Odom. I lost it. Hey, dog, for real. She does kind of look like Lamar Odom. She does favor Lamar Odom. He does. That ain't no lie. She does resemble him. She does resemble Lamar Odom. That's fucked up, though. I'd rather have Savannah than Brittany. Honestly, I can't lie, bro. I ain't seeing neither. I ain't really tripping on either one of them, dog. To tell you the truth, I think Savannah, what's her name? Savannah James. I think Savannah James is very pretty. She's an attractive woman, that's for sure. She carries herself well. She looks good. You know? So does that Brittany, whatever her name is. But that chick, nah, I couldn't deal with her. She got them fake teeth. Gates is anyway, he was locked up in Illinois. All former inmates with him said he was paying for protection while diddling with these openly. Oh, for real? Yeah, I don't know. What does he do? I don't even know what Kevin Gates does, bro, to tell you the truth. I couldn't even tell you. I don't know any songs of Kevin Gates. I mean, I couldn't tell you. I know he's weird as shit, though. Ever listening to his interviews, I'd be like, that dude is always on some, weird shit. Like, he doesn't like people to ask him questions. He's kind of funny, bro. Kevin Gates got kids with his cousin. Man, let me tell you something. A whole bunch of y'all got kids with your cousins. Man, please. That shit's more widespread than you think. I heard that he admitted to sleeping with his cousin. Hey, man, whatever, man. That's his business, man. All I can tell you is Kevin Gates always struck me as a weirdo. Artistic for the sake of being artistic. Artistic just for the sake of being that. I ain't a fan of people that are artistic for the sake of being artistic. You know what I mean? Like, if what you do is artistic and like you do something that is beautiful, but just to be doing crazy shit with your hair, just to be different, you know what I mean? He on the spectrum, all right. Somewhere between he on the spectrum, all right. Somewhere in the spectrum between Tyler Perry and Liberace. And niggas somewhere on that spectrum. Savannah James seems not to have an identity without that damn blonde wig. Appears to be a loving, strong, what is that? Strong black wife, though. Those wigs and weaves grind my. Yeah, she don't need it, dog. Who's part Creole? How you be part Creole? I guess I'm part Creole too. Then, the fuck is part Creole? Anyway, he got a weird nigga, but that's okay. I ain't tripping. He knows he weird. I'm weird too. You know what I mean? I'm weird too. He just strikes me as weird, man. And plus, I don't know why he's famous. Is he a rapper or something? Can he rap? You know what I mean? Her real hair is long, though. I mean, look, she's pretty, bro. I noticed that it was a wig because I was like, her hair don't match her face. But other than that, her face says kinky hair, but her hair was straight. So I was like, that don't match. That's the problem when black women wear weaves. Your hair don't match your skin. I mean, your hair don't match your face. It looks funny to me. Kevin Gates is Creole. That's what he said. Oh, that's what he said. Oh, okay. I mean, he Creole. I guess he looks Creole. I mean, yeah, it could be. Her wigs are obnoxious, but such is the case with many black women. They don't need them. Yeah, they do, because they get criticized at work for wearing their hair the way that their hair just naturally is. They'll like lose jobs and shit for wearing their hair the way that is. Yeah. Oh, he can rap. Oh, he's out of Baton Rouge. Oh, okay. I get you. Now I know he's definitely weird. For a dude to be acting like that out of Baton Rouge, that's a weird dude. But being from Kevin Gates' Creole and above the spectrum, that is a wild mix. Yeah. Yeah, he's an interesting guy. I've listened to him talk a couple times. He seems pretty, it seems like a bright guy. I just always wary about dudes with face tats. No joke. Always looked at guys with facial tattoos like, why do you got a face? Why you got to get some shit on your face, man? Like that. That's a leap that the younger generation took around. Man, when did people really start getting face tats? Right, pretty much after Mike Tyson got his face tat. Oh man, 10 count for former Cincy Bearcat Jeremiah Kelly. We got to give it a moment of silence for Jeremiah Kelly. Wow. Freshman lineman. Wow. Dies at 18 years old. Oh, it's so sad to hear that, man. Rest in peace to the young man. Wow. Tis very unfortunate, man. Kevin be full of shit, man. Dude, quiet and reserved in person. He be on that other shit when he get in public. Yeah, they got to make a living somehow, man. You know what I mean? A lot of young football players are dying this year. I never trust. He said, I'll never trust a nigga with a face tattoo. It's tough, man. That's why you don't like Tank, because Tank got face tats. Because face got Tank. I'm just telling you, somebody with a face tat will do anything to you. I believe that wholeheartedly. What up, Phoenix?
What up, man?
Chilling, brother.
So, man, yeah, I was saying, why is Shakur using the Devin Haney playbook now?
How so?
You know how the Haneys would always be framing people for ducks, making up these lies and shit? Shakur doing the same damn thing. He went on, what was that podcast, man? I think it's like the Dancer Project or something. Had this interview, right? So he said he feel like Zepeda been ducking him for 2 to 3 years. 2 to 3 years. Zepeda has been at 135 at least since 2016. He had his first fight in 2015. Don't remember what weight it was, but at least since 2016, Zepeda been at 135. Just what was it? I think about 2 weeks ago, almost to the day. That marks the 2-year anniversary of Shakur entering the 135 weight class. So he's only been at 135 for 2 years. And you remember his first fight was the Eliminator with Yoshino, which is why he became WBC mandatory for Devin. And we remember he jumped in the ring to call Devin out. Devin ran away with his tails between his legs and then eventually ended up dropping the belt. And then later that year, Stevenson fought De Los Santos for the WBC title. That was Shakur's first year in 135. So we supposed to believe that while he was chasing Devin for his mandatory shot, Zepeda was ducking him at that same time. And that was 2 years ago. Zepeda became number one for all 4 sanctioning bodies last summer when Shakur was trying to figure out what he was going to do, talking about he retired because he didn't like the WBO, how they had, who was it who fought for the title? And he was upset about it. Then he did the whole fake retire thing and then came back. And then Zepeda was ranked number one by all 4 sanctioning bodies. And then Shakur was trying to figure out where he was going to go as far as his free agency and what promoter he was going to work with. And at that time, they were talking about fighting Tank. That was last year, less than a year ago. And we're supposed to believe that at that time, Zepeda was ducking him. Even though Oscar had told him, hey, come to Golden Boy, you'll go ahead and get that fight. He signed with Eddie. And then he got injured, came back, and he was going back and forth with Kid Austin on Twitter, not Zepeda. He was going back and forth with Kid Austin, and they was about to have their fight. Kid Austin pulled out. We seen the fight paddle. So we're supposed to believe that Zepeda been ducking him during that time. Like, come on. That's like the same shit that the Haneys would do, knowing they're not in a position to make the fight because they're not with the promoter who can get them to fight in the first place. And then talking about, oh, this person been ducking me when they wasn't even trying to make a fight with the person in the first place. And to say that it's been for years, when half of the time period he talking about, he wasn't even looking at Zepeda. So that's the thing for me, where it's just like, come on, man. Like, he be saying so many things that just don't be adding up with what we seeing. And then at a certain point, you got to wonder, like, okay, when is it going to stop? Like, when are they going to get to a point where they realize that the reason people don't be liking to hear him talk or don't be liking how they move is because their actions don't, or their words don't match up with reality. I mean, shit. Then he want to say that he puts belt to ass. I haven't seen when he put belt to ass for real yet. I've seen where he's embarrassed people, I seen when he had Oscar Valdez fans crying because the fact that they was mad that he danced around Oscar Valdez for the last 30 seconds of the fight. Like Valdez ain't had 35 and a half other minutes to try to do something to go ahead and get him up out of there. And Shakur even knocked him down too. Like stuff like that, right? But the way that he's moving right now, I'm just like it's too Bud like, it's too Haney like. I don't like that shit. I don't. That's the type of stuff that really turn people off to their fights and to the fighter as a person, and then that's why they don't really be fucking with him. So it's things like that for me. For me personally, I can't speak for other people that don't like Shakur, but like whenever I be seeing stuff like that, and then remembering how the Haney's been moving, and then seeing that same thing in other fighters, like shit, Boo Boo Andre did that same shit. That's why I ain't really mess with him. So that's the part for me where I'm just like, Shakur, like don't do that, man. Don't start being like Devin. Don't do it. Now speaking of Devin, I wonder how he feels seeing Ryan Garcia get a title shot. I wonder why. I wonder how he and Bill feel that the Devin Haney era is taking place on the undercard of somebody they feel they got cheated by and sued, and watching that person get the fight for a title while they ain't fighting for shit. Like, I wonder how Devin and Bill feel about that. Because the funny thing about how they keep on saying it's the Devin Haney era, usually an era, period of time is marked by something of significance, a significant event. And the most significant event in this era for Devin Haney has been that ass whooping at the hands of Ryan Garcia. That's it. Imagine an era. Like when you look up the definition of era, that's what it says. A period of time marked by a significant event. The most significant event of the Devin Haney era was the crucifixion of Devin Shice at the hands of Ryan Garcia. That's what happened. And now he not fighting. He had to drop his belt because that purse bid humbled him. He dropped that belt when it came to fighting Sam Martin because he saw that purse bid wasn't even going to bid on it because they didn't want to lose no money. That's what Devin Haney era. Besides, ain't nobody doing it like Devin. Nobody does it like Devin. Talking shit, dropping belts. Man, imagine dropping belts and not fighting your mandatory 2 times in less than a year. And people still hyping them up. Hey, no, not Devin. We're gonna give him a pass for that. We're gonna give him a pass. He don't gotta fight his mandatories because we're gonna make up fake mandatories. We're gonna make up fake mandatories and say that they ducking Devin. We're gonna ignore the real ones. Like, come on, man. Come on. So that's the Devin Haney era for you. It's marked by lies, marked by ducking mandatories, marked by dropping belts, marked by getting humbled in purse bids because you realize that you're not selling, marked by watching the dude to whoop your ass get his first title shot. Think about that. This is Ryan Garcia's first title fight. His first title fight. It would have been Tank if he didn't want to come in at 136. Because it was supposed to be 135, but that ain't happened. So Ryan Garcia is now getting his first title shot, and Devin Haney got to sit there and watch it. And I give props to Ryan. At least he's getting his title shot, his first title in the ring. Devin got his first title in training camp for Alfredo Santiago, and I think Santiago he fought recently. I think it was last month or the month before. I don't remember what happened to him. But, man, Devin, I'm still hoping that it rains that day since I think they said the fight's still going to be outdoor. I looked at the forecast for New York in that area. They say it's only a 1% chance of rain, but the weather's supposed to be 69 degrees. So, I'm hoping that something happened to where, some of this Midwest storms we've been getting kind of go ahead and travel on up east. And, put a damper on them things because, man, Turkey talking about saving boxing and then not selling tickets to the fans is kind of messed up. Having all these big names on one weekend, they're trying to get that pay-per-view bundle for us. Nah, ain't nobody trying to go for that shit. Man, I hope that every event that Turkey put on got some blemish on it like that fight card of the century. People pulling out, people, setting up fake hospital beds to go ahead and take pictures in, all that stuff. I hope the more people pull out of turkey fights, and I hope that these people start to realize, hey man, Turkey don't give a damn about you. He don't. I hope the fans start to see it too now that we see what's happening with Benavidez and him not getting this shot with Bivol because they're going to have that third fight with Beterbiev. I hope they start seeing this shit like, hey, wasn't he about to just switch up on Shakur about the money? That's the thing that people need to start paying attention to. I hope that this year in boxing is an eye-opener year. I hope it's a year where we realize that Devin ain't as great as they try to make him out to be. Turkey is not some savior of boxing. All these people out here, hyping up the B-sides and saying that more popular fighters need to make concessions to them. And hey, you want your fighter to get a shot, buy his fights. Don't fire stick the shit. Don't fire stick the shit. I might be a hater, but I'ma still pay for a fight. I would have still bought that $12 card that they wanted Shakur to go ahead and headline on that undercard. I still would have bought that shit. So I might be a hater, but I'll pay. I'll pay. And I can't say that. I can't say the same for other people. But man, the only other thing I'll say is this weekend, Eubanks, Ben, I still think Ben's too small. And unless he back on that juice, and I doubt that they want to deal with him being on that stuff again and what they went through before, because I think they just finally got him cleared last year. Unless he got something to help him, I don't think that he's going to go ahead and have a good outing with Eubank. I think Eubank is just too big for him. It's going to be one of them situations where, because of the size, skill probably won't matter. And if anyone gets a stoppage in that fight, I would bet on Eubanks for it. I'd be very surprised if Conor Bann's able to go ahead and do something to him, especially since Conor Bann ain't really known as a knockout artist. He just got muscles. That's it. It's kind of like Tim Bradley was, or like, buff, but like what you doing with it? Not shit. That's the way I feel about that. And I'll be counting down the days till Devin's new embarrassment. I'll say this about that card. If Rolly Romero wins, it'll be some funny ass shit. No lie. Because that fight's more of a 50-50 fight than people think it is. And they done sparred each other a few times. They know each other. Like Rolly could time Ryan and shit. And
hey, bro, I got to roll up out of here, dog. I got to roll out of here.
I'll say, let me say one more thing. Okay, yeah. If that happens, I'll be betting on Rolly Romero and Devin Haney to go ahead and fight next, and that would be funny as fuck. But with that, I'll roll out, man. You enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you, man. Get back, Phoenix.
Yep.
And all right, y'all. I'm sorry. Yeah, get back, brother. Yeah. So anyway, man, look, I'm gonna get out of here a little earlier. Thank you for the huge donations today, man. So I'm gonna bounce out of here, man. I'm gonna check you guys out. Oh, Marcus Bridges, I'm sorry. Let me get the cash app, brother. Thank you, Marcus. Thank you, Marcus. Oh, yeah, I did. Okay, yes, sir. We had Byron. I'm sorry, man. My guy, Burr 101 or Uncle Dre's finest. What's up? He said, you dig? Yes, sir. Marcus Bridge said, I've been on vacation. Devin's jaw still swollen. And my guy Burr 101, man, with the big $5 hollers, brother. Thank y'all so much for the support in the Cash App. I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your day. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.